Hi, welcome to A Week in Walford, the EastEnders review show presented by two people who have a very special guest this week, Joyce Murray.
R.I.P.
I'm David Brown.
And I'm Johnathon Hughes.
This week's headlines: Look Back in Anger,
Carry On Cabbie, and
Bringing Up Baby. Well, did you notice how many conversations this week on EastEnders began with the line, "Do you remember when?"
Oh, Stuart. Stuart's very guilty of that. Hey, mate, do you remember when? Fill in. I do think the script just had like a cut and paste.
Yes.
Remember when? That was like every scene he was in was remember when.
But all the remember whens all started off very kind of upbeat,
and like friendly. Wistful and like, oh, happy days.
And they all turned like horrid. They were all kind of like, hey mate, do you remember when we used to eat Finder's crispy pancakes? And then I stole some from the shop and I ended up in prison for 10 years.
And it's all your fault, you ruined my life. Yeah. And yeah, he did. And like, oh yeah, remember that kid we was at school with? And his mum was really weird. He got quite sinister. It's a memory lane no one wanted to go down.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, a lot of backstory, and also a lot of reference generally with Stuart. And every like recollection ends with, "And that's when you needed an airbrush."
Yes, exactly.
Why do we need to go on about the fact he used to have hair?
We've got the bald gag now.
We've got the bald gag, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a very serious storyline in that, you know, Stuart was trying to goad Mick into joining him on his paedophile hunter crusade.
Yeah, it's really quite disturbing, the whole thing.
Yeah, I quite liked the confrontation between Mick and Stuart, in which Mick punched Stuart. But I think there's a certain inevitability with this storyline. They have to kind of show that Stuart is misguided in what he's doing. Yeah. Otherwise, the BBC will be open to charges of kind of imitative behaviour or vigilante action.
Why don't you take the law into your own hands, kids?
Yeah.
It's not very licence fee centric, is it?
So he's got to come a cropper at some point, hasn't he?
Well, I wondered, you know, because Jay obviously had that incident with the underage girl and all of that. I believe he's still on the sex offenders register. Is that right? And that was referenced this week.
Jay,
unknowingly about this whole predator hunt that's going on. He said, "Well, mud sticks. It could ruin your life. People get the wrong, people get the wrong idea. It follows you." Well, what if Stuart kind of found out about Jay and kind of went after him? That'd be quite a twist.
That could be his misjudged moment, couldn't it?
Yes, and then but then is Stuart here to stay? Like you say, it's inevitable that it's only going to go that way. So why do we kind of care about Stuart? I really find Stuart a bit.
You don't like him, do you?
You know when he had that blood after Mick punched him? He's like, yeah, that's what I want. I had nightmares. It was really scary. All the blood out of his mouth. It was like he looked like a vampire.
He's very shouty, isn't he?
He's very shouty with a very high-pitched laugh.
Yeah.
I find it all a bit so. But yeah, you're meant to obviously not like him, but he's really creepy. But you do think, where's this going to go and how?
It's a bit soap within a soap as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Because
they don't really kind of interact with anybody else.
No. Yeah, it's true. They're all in those two in Highway, kind of in their own little thing.
Halfway.
Highway. High road. What's his name?
Take the high road.
Yeah, him. See, that's how invested I am in this storyline.
There was also a lot of reminiscences going on in the Slater house this week when Charlie's cab turns up. Do you think that the show writers might regret killing off Charlie Slater?
Let's bring back Charlie. Oh, we can't. Well, let's bring him back in cab form.
Yes.
And so he can be a presence, literally.
I've got an idea about that.
What? Charlie's return?
Yeah.
Kind of.
I think it could be like, you remember on Knight Rider when the car used to speak?
The talking car?
I reckon that Charlie's voice should come out of the car when they were all sitting in that car. Hello, girls.
Hello, girls. Where to? Turbo boost. You'll be lucky. I'm not going south for the river.
When Mo farted, he could have been like, Marv would never have done anything like that. Filth, get out of my cab.
Get out of my cab. Yeah. Charlie's Knight Rider.
Yeah,
or like one of the Transformers. Like maybe it'll like, and it's actually like it's
Charlie.
A metal Charlie. Charlie must prime, and then he starts talking. I come from Cybertron, didn't I?
But there was also a lot of kind of like Slater backstory, like Jean saying about Hayley when she was a baby,
and that weird thing about Sean when she saw Children of the Corn and thought Sean was going to kill her, and then remember when I got abducted and kidnapped me? I still have my marigolds on. Lols. Like, yeah, that was all a bit weird.
Yeah, and the fact that they didn't know where Lynn was anymore.
They had that picture. So they found that picture, didn't they? Of like the publicity shot of when the Slaters arrived in 2000, and like rattled through where all the characters were. God knows where Lynn is these days. It was a bit harsh.
Yeah, just because she's not on the show anymore.
She's dead.
Can't they just find out where she is?
Nobody bothered to find out.
No.
No one cares about Lynn.
No.
She was the eldest.
I know.
Oh dear.
Anyway, from talk of Hayley as a baby, we also had more baby blues. This is Max, of course, who was hunting around the square for a reference.
For friends.
I
Good luck.
I don't know why he needs this reference, because it's either a choice of him or Cora.
Cora described by Max as a 112-year-old with a personality disorder.
Why would you give Cora you can imagine her smoking over the can't you?
Like this.
And it's time for your nappy change.
Oh, that fag ass, darling.
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself. I'm just going out. I'm going down a bingo. Sort yourself out.
That Cora isn't going to make it to when the baby is school age.
Nursery age.
No. So as if they're ever going to give it to Cora. But we finally had a little mention of Tanya.
Tanya.
This week.
Oh, Tanya. But Tanya clacks someone off. So I'm slightly obsessed as to why no one's mentioned Tanya in this whole Max and Rainey are going to bring up the baby thing.
Yeah.
Tanya last seen in a funeral car that she couldn't get out of because she was so traumatised and she was filming Ackley Bridge and there was no time. But anyway.
Yeah.
And then, Stacey filled the gaps. She's like, well, Cora's too old. Max is nice, really. And Cora's horrible. And Tanya would agree if she wasn't so unwell, viewers.
Yeah.
And stop writing in saying, where on earth is Tanya? So, Tanya's unwell.
She's emotionally unwell, rather than Max, who's just psychopathic.
Yeah, and anyone who thinks Max is a safe bet as parent needs their head read, I think.
I can't wait for Abby to kind of draw pictures of her dad. This is you leaving a burning building with Jane inside. Stuff like that. I mean...
This is you sleeping with your son's wife. Grandad Max. Wow, what a past. What a past he's got to explain to that child.
Oh, I'm rehabilitated now. It's not me.
Oh, I'm a baby.
I'm a good dad.
I just thought, and Martin, basically 3 months ago was calling Max the ginger ferret who nearly wrecked his marriage, and now it's like, he's a top bloke.
I don't think so. But you can join us in 7 days' time to find out whether Cora has landed herself a new version of Super Nanny on Channel 4. So shoe in. I'm positive about that.
Definitely.
We'll be back with another week in Walford.